2 weeks to get a cardiac ultrasound because he was feeling shortness of breath. Like, that's crazy.
Well, I'm retired Army. Everyone has to say, "Oh, you're Army free medical care." Yes, it's free, but like, so when I came back from Vietnam February 10th, I said I needed a follow up, right? So I got on the VA line like February 15th. I didn't get seen like maybe May, like 3 months later.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I have a pull back still, right? You're like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's unfortunate. It has to change. It has to change.
Everyone says it has to change, but how do we change it, right? I mean, of course, the people in the power make money. Then I want to change because I mean, it is what it is, right?
So one of the ways that we're doing it is we're forcing people to change by building an economic model that lines their pockets. Like, that's the method that I've seen that gets people to move very quickly. And so for us, it's like you've got a bunch of specialists, you've got a bunch of patients. They're not connected, and so care happens really slow. We're going to redistribute those specialists so now they can treat patients on demand, which is going to increase revenue for specialists. It's going to increase revenue for hospitals. It's going to decrease costs for payers, and so everybody wins. And in that scenario, there's significant incentive to get patients the care that they need faster. And so we've really built our mission into our business model, and that's what's going to drive change. And I think that's not like a panacea. That's not going to solve all these problems, but I think it's a start.
So I think another challenge too. A lot of these doctors, they're getting up in age, right? All these baby boomers are ready to retire pretty soon, and no one's taking their place. But my thing is like, why would anyone want to be a doctor? Or like, why would someone like a junior college like, man, I want to be a doctor? Oh crap, that means $500,000 of debt. It means this. It means that. Don't insure. Like, why would anyone with any kind of clear mind want to do that?
Yeah, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't. I saw my parents working crazy hours, getting up in the middle of the night because they were on call, coming home, falling asleep on the couch because they were dead tired. Like, I had zero desire to be a physician.
But we
so
need doctors, right? So how do we incentivize people? You know?
I think we improve their work-life balance. I think we improve their work-life balance and make it exciting again to become a physician.
Yeah, because you always hear this, like you hear the TV shows, like, hey, this, Jason Cabot is a resident. He has to work 20 hours a day for 22 weeks, right, with minimum wage. Like, of course, it's like exaggeration, but like it makes it like all these doctors have to go through hell to become a doctor, right?
Yeah.
And just because you had to go through hell doesn't mean people behind you have to go through hell.
Right. It's crazy.
So what do you see as the future of healthcare?
Oh man, I see it. The future of healthcare is distributed. It is powered by cutting edge technologies, and it's efficient. It's efficient and low cost. I see all of those things in our future. But I think it's going to take some innovative companies pushing the boundary, not just one, some innovative companies pushing the boundaries in a concerted effort to get there.
Here's a question for you. I've asked this podcast before, and I think it really aligns with what we're doing. Like, suppose someone has under surgery, right? And they have a choice between a human or an AI robot. Which one should they pick?
I'll tell you what I would do.
Okay.
I would choose. This is an interesting question. I would choose the robot.
Okay.
But in the right environment.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fundamental, but also like I just want to level set for a moment. I think that AI robots will be able to do fully autonomous care delivery in the future. Like there's no doubt in my mind about that. I think the progression to get there is through telerobotic exams and sort of human in the loop, humans driving robots to perform exams and procedures, and then semi-autonomous exams and procedures, and then eventually we'll get to full autonomy. But that I think there's a chasm between semi-autonomous and fully autonomous exams and procedures, and you got to find the right market that absolutely needs full autonomy, and then you start there, and then that will be a great segue back into the mainstream market, to then adopt full autonomy. And so that's sort of why I paused there, because I'm thinking through all that.
So I think of it like this. So pretty much everyone else asked a question too, all of them said human, right? But then they'll follow question, okay, you pick human, but what if that human graduated last in his class and has malpractice lawsuits against him, right? Immediately the robot.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's humans are prone to error, and robots are only going to do as well as they're trained to do, and so it's not like it's a perfect solution, but it's more deterministic, and I think that's beneficial. I also just, every time I talk about this, I have to say, like, I don't want to lose sight of the value of people, because they're the ones that make this all possible. We make this all possible.
So I saw a study, and I wish I could quote it and where it came from, but a basic study compared, like, they did like medical, what's that thing called? Like, someone's sick and you got to do a diagnosis, medical diagnosis, right? And it was AI or a person with AI, right? Yeah. AI got a rate like 92% of the time. The person by himself got a rate 60% of the time. Person AI, only 64%. So even the person with AI didn't trust AI, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, man, is AI really that right most of the time, right? It's like, it kind of scares you, right?
It varies, and it depends on the problem as well, and how much data we have, and the models that have been trained to solve that problem. So it's complicated, but eventually I think we'll get to a point where with more and more things, AI will be able to do it as good or better than people, and so then it really becomes like the market conditions that influence the adoption of that AI, and that's the critical part that I'm focused on, is like finding the right market to introduce these solutions into, because that's gonna drive adoption.
Suppose you're in some hospital, there's like an elderly lady, they're elderly couple, and they're like, I'm not doing this. Like, ain't no robot coming towards me. Like, how do you convince them like this is good for them? Or you just put a human on her, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some people just aren't ready, and I think that's okay. Like, people need to be given the choice to make their decision, and if that person would rather drive 4.5 hours while they're experiencing shortness of breath and wait 6 months to get a diagnostic exam to figure out what's going on, like, so be it. That's up to them, but we're for damn sure gonna put a system in their hospital so that they can get care on demand, so that they can make the choice themselves.
And are you in a town called I can't say it, it's ILWACO, Washington?
Waco, yeah.
How did you decide to go to that specific town?
Shout out to my co-founder, Dr. Steve Sussler. He's an interventional. He's not an interventional. That's my other co-founder, Dr. Masi. He's an interventional radiologist. Dr. Sussler is a cardiologist, electrophysiologist, and we were doing some early telerobotic heart procedures, and we partnered with Larry Cohen, who is the former CEO of Ocean Beach Hospital, which is in Owaco, Washington. He's this very forward-thinking rural hospital CEO. We started doing some early testing with them, and did all these studies with them, developed a really strong partnership, and then so when we pivoted from that minimally invasive heart procedure to ultrasound, we just continued that partnership, and so that's how we.
And where's this town at in Washington?
Owaco, Washington.
But where's it at?
Southwest Washington.
And so, like, I'm guessing that's some kind of marketing plan. When you target a hospital, we'll say like whatever town in Washington, like, what's the marketing plan? Like, do you reach out to the CEO of the hospital, like a chief of operations? How's that work?
Yeah, so the CEO, CFO are the folks who are going to make a decision on a purchase, or whether to work with you. But then immediately they're going to go ask their clinical staff, so the chief medical officer, chief innovation officer, head of imaging, etc.,